2025 is just around the corner. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how we can get the best start possible to our 2025 writing goals. I have two things that I want to be sharing with you in this video. So the first one is that HB90 is open for enrolment, and I always love HB90 in December because you're like planning for a new year and it feels like a fresh start. So I think this is always just the best time. And then also there is a Plan Your Path Forward, which is a longer term planning system. Both of those are open for enrolment, and if you stick around to the end, I'm going to share with you some links to try and get some money off on a bundle for both of those. I will have all the details for you down below in the description, and I'm hoping that I can maybe vlog that to show you what I'm doing in this longer term planning system. The reason why I want to do this is because I feel like I've been doing HB90 for a few years now, and I have found it amazing, very much instrumental in the progress that I've made so far in my career. With the Your Path Forward course, I am looking forward to trying to map out where I want to be and how I'm going to get there. So she describes it as almost like a game board, like a domino strategy. It's not as set as the HB90 with your tasks and projects, but instead it's like a path to where you want to be. And I think I need that guidance in finding my one goal that I really want to achieve in the next few years and working out how I'm going to get there. What are those steps and what am I going to do? With that, I can then combine that with the HB90, the 90-day planning system, and use that to form my 90 days 4 times a year. So I'm really quite excited about it, which is why I wanted to do a video to share it with you. Your Path Forward starts on December the 13th, the Friday, and it runs across Friday and Saturday. And then the HB90 course opens on Sunday. So the live kickoff call will happen on Sunday night. And then that following week, you'll then have the HB90 course. And I am really excited to have that planning time to get ready for 2025. Let's get into what all the different courses are. I'll start with Your Path Forward, and then we'll move on to HB90, and then I'll share like the pricing and the bundle options at the end, so don't forget to stick around for that. So let's have a look at Your Path Forward. So hopefully on the screen you can see what the Your Path Forward course looks like online. Now mine is greyed out at the moment because she's redoing it and redoing the videos and stuff like that for this course intake. So the first thing you'll get is this Welcome to Your Path Forward. Highly recommend watching that video. And then you'll also get a list of your materials, the details, and the schedule. Now, the schedule is obviously based in US time. So for me in the UK, we're actually 5 hours ahead. So 2 p.m. Eastern becomes 7 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern becomes 8 p.m. and then 7 p.m. Eastern becomes midnight. I am unsure if I'm going to be able to do this just because on the Saturday I have family coming round and we've got a big busy day on the Saturday, so I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning doing the live work, but I will attend the first live, the kickoff call, and like the settling in and the information and stuff like that, because I think that'll be very important. I'll watch the videos as well, and then I'll probably start the live stream working together and just see how far I get. Now the next day, on the Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern is 4 p.m. in the UK. That's going to be difficult to do. I think we'll still have family round, so I probably won't be able to get to the live 1 hour live stream to prepare for the day. But then at 5 p.m. the videos will unlock. And then it says here 2 p.m. Eastern is the co-working live stream. So 2 p.m. Eastern is 7 o'clock. So I'm hoping by the evening I'll be able to actually jump on to that live stream, which will be really, really cool. So I can actually do some of the co-working and going through the videos during the live stream. So if I've got any questions, I can like put them in there. And then at 5 p.m. Eastern, which will be 10 p.m. my time, so the UK time, is the final closing live stream, and that will be easy for me to do even if I've not been able to finish everything because I've started later. I think it'd be really good to make the final closing live stream. So this is the sort of the schedule for this intake. This page also gives you information on joining the Facebook group, and there's also a Discord server. I'm not really good with Discord, so I'll just be joining the Facebook server, but that will be a group that I have already joined actually. And then you get your Path Forward workbook. So this isn't up yet, but I will be printing it because I'm a pen and paper kind of gal, and this will be a workbook that you can go along with the course, she has said. So I'm kind of excited to see what that is. And as I said, I am a pen and paper kind of person, so I'm looking forward to getting some of the materials for this course. So she recommends big poster boards, which I really like working with my Kanban board, so a physical thing. So I think I will be going to get some poster boards that I can then map out on those poster boards. There's obviously like digital options for those of you who are more techie minded. For somebody like me, I just can't get on board with that, so I'll be doing the pen and paper, so I'm quite excited. But I think she has said that the workbook, there will be digital versions available for those who are more inclined to use those digital workbook formats. So let's have a look at what's going to be in the course, which is actually kind of exciting, isn't it? On day one, we'll start off with the domino effect, the power of a game board strategy, and then there's 2 videos. So I'm assuming in the domino effect, the power of the game board strategy, that'll be where the links are for the opening live stream. And then you've got 2 videos that will then unlock. So you've got the character creation, so that's about crafting your vision, and then also defining your future goals. Now if you have done HB90 before, then you'll sort of understand how Sarra works and how you note everything down, and then you slowly start trying to narrow down into your vision and your goal. I really like that process, and I can't wait to see how it works for like a long-term vision. So that's day 1, and then we move on to the day 2, which is actually creating the game board strategy. So I imagine with like our poster boards and stuff like that. Can you tell I'm excited about this? The first video up on here is planning your journey step by step, and that's about 20 minutes. One thing I did forget to mention is it tells you how long each video is. So on day 1, you've got just under an hour of pre-recorded videos to go through, and on day 2 you've got about 2 hours of pre-recorded videos to go through. First video on day 2 is planning your journey step by step. Then it goes to mapping your path forward. Then we go on to developing a personalised roadmap to your dreams. And the final video is adaptability in your journey. I'm assuming that's going to go through things like hiccups and life issues that come in the way and how we can navigate them and still make progress. The last section is strategies for consistent follow through. I really love that because consistency is something that I struggle with across the board in everything. So I am really excited for this course, and the fact that there are sort of like live streams to co-work with her and ask questions and stuff like that. That I think is going to be really paramount to the success of this course, and I just can't wait. I'm really excited. So now I'm going to run through an updated version of what's involved in the HB90 course, because I know I've not done that for a while and it has been re-recorded, and I think it might be helpful for anyone who's been on the fence about joining the course and so on. So let's get into what's involved on the HB90 course roadmap. Now for this bootcamp, this is what my screen looks like as an alumni, and so I've got it all open for me and unlocked. Yours will unlock each day. Now when we go through it, I'm going to show you the things that we'll be looking at, because I think sometimes it's just nice to be able to see what you're going to be looking at and determining whether that's something that might work for you. This is what your course screen will look like. The first bit of the information is essential course information, so that's all about like when it starts, the timings, your information, the pre-workbook information and stuff like that. Now the workbooks aren't up just yet, and neither are the planners, but she goes through all of those different things. So as I said, we start the live kickoff call on Sunday the 15th. I love that. It is so motivating. I never want to do planning more than when I've had a live kickoff call with Sarra. So this first bit goes through all the information, and that's there. I think that's there now, so you can read that through as soon as you join up. It's all there for you. Now new for this time is this bonus December co-working working hours. I'm not sure if this is going to be something that's offered again in the future, and indeed she just says that it's one time only, and I think it's because it's that December time of year. We're combining it with Your Path Forward for a lot of us, and it's just going to be really exciting. So each day there are live co-working times. I won't be able to make all of them. Again, these are in Eastern time, so where Sarah lives obviously, but I am going to attempt to try and get to a couple of them so that I can actually really plan out my HB90, my 90 days starting from January. And I think doing that after the Your Path Forward course, I think they mesh really well, and having that time to talk to Sarah and talk to others in the co-working live stream will be really quite helpful if you've worked out your long-term plan and trying to narrow it down into the first set of your 90 days. So once you've gone through that information, you'll also get a picture of your ideal work-life book, and I've always said this is a little bit like therapy. So this is already up for you. And the questions in here are really quite thought-provoking, and you might think that, no, this isn't for me, I'm not going to do it. So I do encourage you to have a go at just answering some of the questions, because I think it really gets you to think and narrow down what your priorities are. And I think especially if you have done the Your Path Forward before the HB90 bootcamp, this will be really fresh in your mind. So when we've gone through the HB90 planner method and the kickoff call information, we get to day 1. So this will unlock after the live kickoff call. So day 1, there is 3 videos. There's the welcome, where she goes through what it's going to be about, the picture your ideal life and create your vision board. I love creating a vision board. I tend to only do it yearly, probably should try and do it for every 90 days, as I am a visual person. But they're the first 3 videos. So then we move on to day 2, which is about priorities. So you've got your welcome day video, and then it's declutter your brain and prioritize your lists. So the reason why we split it up this way is because it gets you to think about what you want to do. Let's narrow it down. Work out your time, then work out your goals, then your projects, and then your tasks. So it feeds through really nicely. On decluttering your brain, this is really good if you're someone that has a lot of noise in their head, or I suffer with insomnia, so I'm constantly thinking late at night. It's like a brain dump list. So you put everything down. Just because you're writing stuff down in this doesn't mean it's going to get into your plan for the 90 days. Then the prioritizing your lists, there's a really good structure about how to number and prioritize all the things on your decluttering brain dump thing. There's always several things that just get taken off straight away. And then when you prioritize them, you can decide, right, these are the ones I would like to do. And again, you're probably still not going to be doing everything in the prioritizing order that you've done them in, but it gives you an idea of what's important. What do I need to focus on? Day 3 then will open up with working out your average weekly task blocks, your quarterly task blocks, and your recurring tasks. Now Sarah's really good at helping people work in different ways. So if task blocks, when you've watched the videos and worked through how it goes, if it's something that doesn't resonate with you, there's definitely different ways that you can track your time and things like that, and she has information in the videos on how you can do that. This is where I think having the course is better than just having the planner, because you get that extra information, you get the alternative ways of working, and it is really good. And the fact that you have her as well and the Facebook group is really good. Once you've gone through all of those videos on day 3, you will have an idea of what time you have available, and this is always something that I have struggled with. No matter what I do, is I tend to overestimate the time I have, especially given that I've got 2 young children, one still not in school, and I have a chronic health issue that I'm constantly fighting against that I need to be aware of. So I am getting better, but sometimes in times of stress, I will go back to overestimating my time. Then we move on to day 4, which is all about the goals. This was the first goal setting course that I think really connected with me. Even just wording them can sometimes be difficult though, and again, that's where the Facebook group really comes into its own, because the amount of support you get there is brilliant. Then day 5 is about your projects. So underneath your goals, you then have your projects. So you've got brainstorming projects, scheduling your projects. So scheduling your projects is all about working out how long you think each project will take, and then working out, well, you've already worked out how many task slots you have, so can you actually do all the projects you want to do this quarter? And then we move on to day 6, which is the Kanban board. I love a Kanban board, but again, you may have noticed that I am a visual person, so I love the Kanban board. So that's where you break down your projects into tasks, the bite-sized tasks. So you've got breaking your projects down into tasks, you've got setting up your Kanban board and how it works, and then we also look at your 30, 60 and 90 day milestones. I think they're good like little checklists to see, oh, am I on track to meet my goals by the end of the quarter? So we've got all of those. And then on day 7 is like a follow through module. This is actually really important, and please don't skip it. It's like the same in Publish and Thrive, when the last module is all about the mentality of things. So on day 7, we go through using the actual HB90 planner, so that's really important. The weekly, monthly and quarterly reviews and how they help and how they work and how Sarah uses them. Then we've got creating positive momentum, and then what if, sort of like dealing with challenges. And these are really good for when life just throws spanners into the works. Totally recommend doing them. There's also a bit of like positive reinforcement there, and when you've got that negative mindset and how to overcome that. So I think that's really important too. And once you've finished in doing the course for the first time, you get moved into the alumni Facebook group. And that's the best place to be, because people have been doing it for years in there and offer all sorts of guidance. That is a summary of what is happening in the HB90 course, the updated content for HB90. So HB90 then is $199, and you can split that into like 3 monthly payments or 6 monthly payments, or pay it up front. The Plan Your Path Forward is $149, and then there is the special bundle, which the bundle is for both of those courses together, which I think will actually be the best way to sort of start the new year, which is what I'm doing. The Plan Your Path Forward and the HB90 bootcamp is on sale. You can get both together for $299. Now again, that can be done in payments, so 3 monthly payments or 6 monthly payments. But that bundle I think is a fab deal. I absolutely love and adore Sarah's courses. They are absolutely on point. And again, I don't think I could say a negative word about them. If you'd like to come and join both those courses, I'd recommend using the bundle link down below, and I will be there as well. And if you've already done HB90, I totally recommend doing the long-term planning system. Come and join us, come and join me doing it for the first time, and that will lead us nicely into the HB90 course as it is. I think I'm really pumped just to get 2025 off to a good start, and I think these two things are going to be those tools that get us there. So I'll put everything down in the comments in the description box below. Come and join us, can't wait. Please do comment down below what courses you're going to be doing, and I will see you in there. Bye guys. I don't know what to say. It's been a while since I've been on camera. Why am I a little bit nervous? Who knows? Who knows? Okay.